for his great good work in educational journalism. I request. It's just a small pop-up because he has to rush back to write his daily reporting. Now I move on to the best engineering marvel for self-reliance. It goes to BEML Limited for their project design and development of 150-ton electric AC dive dump truck. I would request the Honorable Convener, Mr. Sushil Singh, to please hand over this token of appreciation to BEML Limited for creating the best engineering marvel for self-reliance. We are all, sir, we would like to hear a few words. I think we have already heard about this project. Thanks a lot, sir. We are all very wary of radiation, radioactive radiations, but the second best engineering marvel for self-reliance has been created by Bharatiya Navikiya Vidyut Nigam Limited for its project Prototype Fast Breeder Reactor Project. I would request Sushil sir again to please hand over this token of appreciation to Bharatiya Navikiya Vidyut Nigam Limited. I would request you, sir, to please speak a few words.
Energy is the need of the time. We in this generation have forgotten that we have got a future. The Department of Atomic Energy has a 3-stage program conceived by none less than Dr. Jahangi Baba, who said the next 700 to 800 years energy has to come from the reactors. This company, very new company, has launched India's second stage of nuclear power program, completely indigenous, extremely high technology, extremely complex, and has put India to a different pedestal of technological excellence. Here, several things never in the past have been done for the first time. Never use materials, never experience dimensions, never achieve tolerances, the quality assurance, the inspection methods, several innovations which have been done. It's for the first time for the country. This is strategically very important project, which is propelled by the fuel and sodium as the coolant, 1,750 tons of sodium in there. And every cycle it produces more plutonium than it consumes. And the reactor is almost 97% complete. Almost within 1 year it is going to go critical. And this is going to be the second country, Russia and India, which are in this particular field. And hope it is. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. The third best engineering marvel for self-reliance goes to ONGC Tripura Power Company Limited for their power plant out there. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash, the Principal Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura, to felicitate the third best engineering marvel for self-reliance. Tripura is probably the only state after Gujarat to have become power surplus, and the government of Tripura is thinking of exporting surplus power to Bangladesh and other neighboring states. The Honorable President had inaugurated this project very recently. So we would request you to please speak a bit on this project.
within the project and the way the commissioner working closely associated with project responsibility and immediately organization of it. It's a proud movement for our company to get the major award from the engineering award. First of all, I would say the greetings that come from our channel, the engineering of the ONG channel and the company, ONG channel, and today's management of this project of 726 megawatts is situated in the state of Tripura, about 30 kilometers from Agartala. And this is based on gas-based power compared to the project. And this project had really very big challenge in the sense that the equipment have to be carried to a specific territory to not be taken through the terrain of Assam. Because what generally most of you will be knowing is the over-dimensional container, which is anything about 50 tons, could not go to Assam terrain due to the curves, the dimensions and the length. As a result, the extreme state has been taken and approval to Ministry of External Affairs, Ministry of Inland Waterways, as well as the government of Bangladesh has been updated and a special memorandum of understanding for the first time in the history has been entered with the government of Bangladesh, which permitted 98 over-dimensional cargoes, and for this purpose, the government of Bangladesh has announced a port of call October to meet all the containers that carry. And we are thankful to our GC contractors who also oversee carrying out the project. And this award is coming at the extreme opportune time for us because the project is going to be committed within the next 2 months before it becomes real. And the second phase is also likely to be live by March next year. And I am extremely thankful for the juries and all the persons who are associated with this, the selecting the award and recognizing this project. This is going to take care of 7 states, northeastern states, which are requiring larger deficit of power, and it also involves more than 10,000 crores of investment, 4,000 crores through this project, 4,000 crores through gas pipelines, and about 2,000 crores through transmission project. The transmission project is also an associated company of through Power Grid and the various 7 states, northeastern states, for which Power Grid chairman is the chairman of the company called Northeastern Transmission Company. And this project was conceived by Mr. Subiraha. It is the dream of Mr. Subiraha for not utilizing the gas. It has been not monetized for quite a long time, and that dream has come to with this challenge. And I also have to mention that about 20 to 21 very select people of this company has brought out this project to this stage, and the entire credit goes to the complete team, the support of ONGC along with the government of Tripura and the ILNFS. And I thank you for giving this opportunity to share the movements of this company. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. For the information of all the participants, the photographs and the video of this ceremony would be uploaded on our portal engineeringwatch.in. So you need not to be worrying about the same. It will be uploaded within 24 hours. Before I move on to the announcement of the most impactful engineering marvel and the best future-ready engineering marvel, we would like to felicitate a special mention award for operational excellence in distance learning. This award has been accorded to the Mahatma Gandhi University for its operational excellence in distance learning. The way they have integrated the MOOCs and a lot of technology into the entire fray. I would like to request the Honorable Convener, Sri Sushil Kumar Singh sir, to please felicitate the representatives from the Mahatma Gandhi University for their exemplary work in promoting distance learning. We have with us Dr. J.S. Pawar, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of the Mahatma Gandhi University. I would request Professor Pawar to speak a bit about their operational excellence in distance learning in the era when MOOCs are trying to sway the entire educational curve. So what all the university is doing?
Good afternoon, everybody. In fact, our university will be the youngest one, but will be the best one in the field of distance open learning as well as learning. We are situated at Meghalaya, and which is of course doing a very good campus we have there, and good learning is going on, and we are very sure that in the days to come this will be the excellent university having competition with different sectors in our sectors. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. The most impactful engineering marvel for the year 2013-14 goes to CSIR CFTRI for their project Development of Machinery for Traditional Foods, a continuous chapati machine. I will request R.L. Gupta sir to please hand over this token of appreciation to the representatives from CSIR CFTRI. Would like to know a bit more about this most impactful engineering marvel.
Good evening, respected dignitaries. My name is Dr. Sridhar. So at the outset, I want to say that our mission is societal. I am not representing any company here. The genesis behind this development of machine is that as we know that there is an upsurge in urbanization, and there is also growth in industrialization, and also more and more women are taking up new jobs. Of course, there is an upsurge of nuclear families. So at this backdrop, we have taken this project, and we have successfully completed. The variant produces around from 60 pieces to 3,000 pieces per hour, and we also have about 7 licensees. And some of the success stories of our licensees are one of the licensees have already supplied machineries to Middle East, and also is also supplied to many hospitals, schools, colleges, and also recently he has installed a machine at INS Vendiruthi in naval base at Cochin. And also there is one heartening story about it is that many pilgrims who are going to Amarnath, now they're also having an opportunity to have the taste of the product produced by this machine. And he has told me that this machine operates on a single phase. Now since that this machine produces around 3,000 pieces per hour, and people approach me to produce a small scale machinery. Now I would like to say that from 60 pieces to 3,000 pieces, this machine's variant are available. And also this machine also has been put to good use during catastrophes like Gujarat earthquake, Uttarakhand this flood, and also tsunami. And of course we coordinated through Red Cross, and also during large scale conferences the machine has been put to good use. And I would like to say that this machine is being offered on non-exclusive basis to many licensees, and also many women are approaching us to produce and take this technology. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thank you, sir. The second most impactful engineering marvel goes to Airports Authority of India, Kolkata, for their project New Integrated Passenger Terminal Building. I would request Professor Bunia to please hand over this token of appreciation to Dr. P.V. Sharma, the Project Director at AAI Kolkata. The third most impactful engineering marvel goes to Braithwaite and Company Limited for their project BT FLN wagon manufactured first time for Indian Railways. SK Car to please present this token of appreciation to representatives from Braithwaite and Company Limited. So we would like to know a bit more about
Good afternoon to everybody. This BTFLN wagon is the first time manufactured in India because it has a different type of design. It was a Ukrainian design, and furtherly it was designed by the Wrights. This design was made in 2005, but nobody was manufacturing this type of wagon. So Braithwaite was the first one who manufactured in 2012 and 2013. This is a special type. It has a transporting the oil, and it has a more capacity than the ordinary wagons. It is a frameless wagon. All the weights is rested on the wheels, and it has a 1 degree inclination is given to better discharge. So this is the first time manufactured in India, and Braithwaite gave this wagon to the Indian Railways in 2012, and so far we have manufactured more than 500 wagons in our works. Thank you very much.
the best future-ready engineering marvel. It goes to Airports Authority of India, Bhubaneswar, for the construction of new terminal building at BP Airport, Bhubaneswar. I would request Mr. R.K. Vash, Chief Resident Commissioner, Government of Tripura, to please hand over the token of appreciation to the representatives from Airports Authority of India, Bhubaneswar. The AI Bhubaneswar project was the first one to get nominated in the Engineering Excellence Awards 2013. We had the first video interaction with Mr. Pathak on this project. It's available on the project website. I would request sir to please speak a few words about this project.
I read out.
Sure.
Good evening to all. I am A.S. Mahesh, Transport Manager from Bhubaneswar Airport. First of all, I would like to submit my sincere thanks to Engineering Watch and the jury for selecting our terminal meeting for this prestigious award. So actually, the new domestic terminal building is a 1.5 level modular type terminal building with a capacity to handle 400 arriving and 400 departing passenger with the area of 18,240 square meter. The concept of the building has been evolved by the requirement of short and direct flow from the city to the aircraft. The diverse demand and planning and safety have been addressed by developing segregated internal and external arriving and departing foreports, creating a new concourse concept wholly appropriate to the site. So the building is constructed by using a 900 metric ton structural steel with a total welding length of 28 km. The roof structure is designed very economically with a weight of approx 44 kg per square meter, totaling to approx 770 metric ton. In the project, we have used around 3 km length of chiller water, 400 meters with this baggage handling system, 3 into 390 chillers for air conditioning. On this project, we have completed with a saving. This project total cost is around 145 crores, but we have completed with a saving of around 10 to 15 crores. Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks a lot, sir. Now we come to the second best future ready engineering marvel, which goes to Adani Power Limited, Mundra, for their 4,620 megawatt power plant. The kind of futuristic vision planning they have done. I would request Sushil sir, who is also a member of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Energy, to honor this engineering marvel as the second best future ready engineering marvel of India. I would request the representatives to please speak a bit about the scale and expanse of this wonderful project. Sir, please introduce yourself as well.
Good evening to all. Good evening, respected judges and dignitaries. I am Ravi Shankar, and along with me is Mr. Rituraj Mehta. First of all, I would thank for the award and motivating us. Looking to the power scenario of India, it was decided to construct the biggest power plant and in the fastest period of time. So we have constructed this 4620 megawatt project in a period of 72 months, 6 years. This consists of 4 units of 330 megawatts and 5 units of 660 megawatts. These 660 megawatts are the supercritical units. And this project is the salient feature is this is the first supercritical unit commissioned in India. And we have got the CDM benefit also first time for the thermal project. And not only constructing a big power plant is not going to solve the power issues, you should have the coal tie-up also and the transmission lines also. So we have parallelly developed a port and a fastest conveyor of 7 meter per second speed to feed the power plant. And we have constructed 3 levels of transmission voltages, 220 kV switchyard and 400 kV switchyard, and HVDC line also we have constructed. And we are supplying power to Haryana 1500 megawatts through HVDC line. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. And last but not the least, the third best future ready engineering marvel award goes to Mahimtura Consultants Private Limited for the Wankhede Stadium at Mumbai. Hopefully Sachin would have played his 200 test at Wankhede rather than Eden Gardens. I would request Professor P.V. Sharma to please felicitate Wankhede Stadium Mumbai project as the third best future ready engineering marvel. Sir, a few words on the project, if possible. Please.
Eminent personalities, dignitaries on the dais, and my friends from engineering fraternity. So basically, construction was not an issue, but the location of Wankhede Stadium was in such a location which was very sensitive. Lot much of residential areas were there, so design was a constraint. The period allotted was very small because the final was to be conducted of that championship at Wankhede. That was the insistence. So accordingly, we had designed 80 feet long cantilevers so that the views are clear. There is no obstruction in the stadium. So all those things have been covered. There were IIT approvals. There were approvals, very critical approvals required from railways, which we were able to get, and that is how you could see this Mahendra Dhoni hitting a sixer and India winning the match. Our mentor, Mr. Shailesh Mahimtura, and direct Mr. Hiten Mahimtura could not make it for this presentation, but thank you very much for all of us for selecting this particular structure as a marvel for this event. Thank you very much.
We now move on to the last lap of this historic evening, the Engineering Excellence Awards 2013. Before I request the honorable dignitaries to please seat back and express their words of encouragement and thoughts about this entire initiative, I would like to request all of them to launch yet another initiative from the House of Engineering Watch. In this era of inclusion, I request the dignitaries to please inaugurate, to please launch the Educlusion initiative, which intends to expand the higher technical education system of India, which will create tremendous technical manpower for the engineering majors across the country. I would request my good friend and our member of our Board of Advisors, Mr. Abhishek Tripathi, to please speak a few words about this entire Educlusion initiative for the larger benefit of the audience. This is the real inclusion which we feel at Engineering Watch will empower India and the future of the India's young and the future of India's economy. I will request Abhishek to please speak a few words about this entire initiative.
Okay, good evening everyone, and I congratulate Raghav and Ravi and everybody from the group who have conceptualized and have presented this. And about the Educlusion initiative as well, we have had discussions, and I mean these guys have been the primary movers behind this whole idea on how best we can ensure that more young budding graduates or other aspiring graduates can get into colleges, engineering colleges, can get the requisite financial support that they need to complete their education and contribute, become effective engineers in future. So the scheme really sort of the idea behind this scheme is that we will try through this initiative to support we will first identify the talent which we think has the potential to go forward and become viable and competent engineers, and we'll try and support them through various means. The means could be discussing with the colleges and engineering institutions and try and evolve some kind of a scholarship mechanism with the institutions itself, wherein we identify the talent and encourage the institutions to keep aside a few seats where some students could be accommodated with free of cost or at a concessional fee or some kind of financial support. The idea is also to coordinate with banks and other financial institutions to arrange, if possible, the loan and financial assistance for the students who wish to get into engineering colleges. And the idea is not only to target the top tier engineering colleges, because it's not very difficult to possibly get an education loan for students who are going into an IIT, but as we move down the ladder and there's a large chunk of students who are going there, how do we ensure that they are able to access the loans and other financial assistance schemes that are already in place, and what best can be done about that. And the idea is also then to, once we've identified the talent, we've identified the person who's going to get the support, how do we ensure that that student actually performs? So on an ongoing basis throughout the 4 years of engineering that he or she is going through, we have to also then create some kind of an interface between the industry and the student, with the support of the schools and the colleges, of course, so that the student also gets the exposure. I mean, because a lot of times what we'll find is that the students who are coming from financially deprived or challenged backgrounds, they may not have the resources and the connections and the network to get the kind of experience that will help them in their careers and in their future. The idea is also to develop some kind of a network, build some kind of a network, and help the student go along, and to ensure that the person or the student who comes out after 4 years or 5 years of course is actually a showpiece, that we can also say that here is the guy who's not gone to an IIT possibly, but despite going to not a non-IIT engineering institution,